I thought I had the perfect wedding. The dress, the vows, the love, until I found out it was all a lie. My groom? He hired actors to play the guests, the priest, even his mom. This is the story of how my dream day turned into my worst nightmare. We were going over the guest list when I saw that several names were crossed out. "What happened to them?" I asked. He shrugged. "Oh, they couldn't make it. Work stuff." I thought it was odd that so many people suddenly couldn't attend our big day, but I let it go. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we share authentic stories that expose our deepest fears, struggles, and secrets. One guest even sent a thoughtful card. I turned to Jake and asked, "Who is Emma?" He acted confused. "Emma, oh, that must be his sister, right?" I nodded, still confused. "I'm here, your host, and today I'll be reading a story from one of our users, so let's jump into it." He avoided my gaze, his face pale. I demanded answers, but he kept dodging the truth. Finally, he mumbled, I have a lot to tell you." He took a deep breath and confessed everything. As I stared at the ripped pieces, I realized it wasn't just our wedding that was fake, but Jake's entire life. He was a master storyteller, weaving tales about his non-existent family, his made-up friends. All those stories, those lies had been part of our romance too. How could he assume I wouldn't understand? Didn't he think I deserved the truth? The pain of betrayal was overwhelming. I couldn't understand how I hadn't seen through Jake's lies. While sorting through thank you notes, I found one addressed to Emma, thanking her for gracing our special day with her presence. Eventually, I fell asleep on the couch, the wedding photo clutched in my hand. The next morning, I woke up feeling numb. I looked at Jake, his face etched with worry, and I knew I had to make a decision. I threw myself into my work, seeking solace in my projects. My friends rallied around me, their support a lifeline in the stormy sea of my emotions. I had ignored them in the pursuit of happily ever after. I even started therapy, delving into the depths of my feelings, unearthing the roots of my past relationships. Thank you for watching my story. If you've been through betrayal or have a wild wedding story, drop it in the comments. Hit that like button if this hit home, and subscribe for more real talk. Let's keep it honest out there. Jake had never mentioned having a sister. And why would she attend our wedding without telling him? I decided to investigate. I couldn't trust him anymore. The love I once felt had turned into ashes in my mouth. With a heavy heart, I packed a bag and left. The pain of betrayal had forged a resilience within me. I was determined to move forward, to build a future based on authenticity and trust. I've learned that true strength lies in vulnerability, in acknowledging the scars and embracing the journey of healing. I met Jake 2 years ago. None of them could attend the wedding, so he hired actors to fill their roles. He showed me contracts, receipts, everything. I wanted to give you the dream wedding, but I just didn't have the money. I know it's no excuse, but I couldn't bear the thought of you thinking I wasn't good enough. I'm so sorry. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. With tears streaming down my face, I asked him why. Why go to such lengths? Why lie? Why fake it all? There was Jake talking to a woman who looked like she was comforting him, but their faces were blurred. I asked the photographer to unblur the picture. He did, and I gasped. It was Jake's mom holding what looked like a wedding gift bag. He was charming, funny, and seemed like my soulmate. We dated for a year before he proposed. It was magical. A sunset beach, rose petals, the works. It was like no one was invested in the celebration. He held me close and said, "Don't let it ruin your night. Our day, our love, nothing else matters." His words calmed me, but the doubts lingered. Even the priest seemed relieved to escape. He told us, "You kids have fun now," as he rushed away. I tried to shake it off. Maybe they were just tired or had long drives. But a seed of doubt had been planted. We started planning our wedding, 100 guests, a beautiful venue, and his family, who I'd only met a few times. Everything felt perfect, but there were red flags I ignored. I just wanted my happily ever after. 2 months later, Jake and I were picking out his suit for the wedding. Fast forward to the wedding day. I walked down the aisle. Jake looked at me like I was his world. His mom cried, the priest was heartfelt, and the guests cheered. But something felt off. His best friend gave a speech that sounded scripted. His mom kept calling me by the wrong name. I brushed it off. Wedding nerves, right? Wrong. During dinner, I noticed that most guests barely spoke to each other. They kept their eyes on their phones. Some left early, saying they had prior commitments. That night, as we danced under the stars, I told Jake about my observations. Over the next few weeks, we received wedding gifts and thank you notes from guests. Then came the final blow. I went to the website of the photographer we had hired and scrolled through the pictures. I confronted Jake with my findings. He revealed that he'd been lying about his family and friends. In a fit of anger and betrayal, I tore apart the wedding photo. I felt sick to my stomach. How could I have been so blind? How could I have missed all the signs? Jake looked down. His shoulders slumped. His words echoed in my ears, but they couldn't mend the shattered trust. We argued late into the night, each word a fresh wound. I couldn't keep living a life built on lies. Days turned into weeks, and I slowly began to heal. Through it all, I realized that I was stronger than I thought. Looking back, I see red flags everywhere. Now. The charade had ended, revealing the man behind the mask. I recognized the signs of manipulation and deceit. Today, I stand at a crossroads. The path ahead is uncertain, but I'm ready to embrace whatever comes my way. It's been a rough ride, but it's made me who I am today.